Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 8.3, and the chapter which we are related with is material, and right now specific topic which we are discussing is economic order quantity, abbreviation of which is EOQ, economic order quantity. Basically, this is your most economical number of units to order. Definition is clear. Instead of writing economic order quantity, book had given the definition. What is the most economical number of units to order? What does that mean? It may be possible you need 1000 number of units, but with the help of this formula economic order quantity, you will come to know how many number of units should be ordered to get maximum level of satisfaction or maximum level of financial benefit. Now you will say if we need 1000 number of unit, why we should change? Why we should follow economic order quantity? If we need 1000 number unit, we shouldn't be ordering less than 1000 or more than 1000. So it's a simple question, but kindly keep it in mind, this is very scientific way of calculation of number of units to be ordered, with which you will get maximum financial benefit, least cost with maximum profit, least cost with maximum profit. And number 4 requirement is also to prove it, whether if you are calculating your number of units to be ordered through economic order quantity, you will have to prove it. If you will give order less than number of units of economic order quantity or more than number of units of economic order quantity, you will fail to get maximum level of financial benefit. Only economic order quantity means number of units with which you will get least cost combination, with which you will get maximum financial benefit. And to calculate this economic order quantity, we do have formula and we will follow that. But before writing formula, we should have few facts, few factors which are related directly or indirectly with economic order quantity. Very first thing is you must have your annual requirement, and it is denoted by R, and we will see how much it is in our question. Then second, cost of place and order or ordering cost. Cost of place and order. It may be called ordering cost, and it would be denoted with P, and we will see it later on. And then we have carrying cost. It would be denoted by double C, carrying costs. Okay, and then we should have unit cost as well. It may be considered as U. So these are four factors which is directly or indirectly related to our formula. We will start reading and we'll see where these amounts are present. Mansoor, introduction, this and that. Its annual requirement of certain type of ball is 20,000 units. Annual requirements. Come over here. Annual requirement we are needed to see, and it has been described that annual requirement 2000 units. Go back to the question and you can look it again. 20,000 number of units are considered to be annual requirement. And then we have carrying cost. Look at here, carrying cost. Uh, I would like to explain this carrying cost as well. In case if you have carrying cost, you may be given directly. That means amount of carrying cost can be given directly. There are few chances, and all those chances we are discussing over here. If carrying cost is given directly, that means direct amount can be given. Secondly, percentage can be given. In case of percentage, you will take unit cost and will multiply it with percentage which is given. And there are other factors as well. Under carrying cost, we may have storage cost, etc. But right now we are not discussing that. These are two points which are important specifically for this question. It may be possible carrying cost can be given in terms of amount. It means they may say 10 is carrying cost, 20, 30, 40, 50. In terms of amount, it would be given in your question. Second case is you may have percentage, and I have described the formula. You will choose unit cost, which would be given in your question, and then you will apply that percentage with which you will be able to calculate your carrying cost. So in this way, our question would be completed, and here we will be looking forward. Annual requirement has already been written. We have seen 20,000 number of unit carrying cost. Now look at here, percentage is given. Inventory carrying cost 8%. And we have seen if percentage is given, how would you calculate? That has been mentioned. So for carrying cost, as it has been given in terms of percentage, so what we needed, unit cost, it would be multiplied by given percentage. Per unit cost we will see from the question. 8% and ordering cost is this 50. Purchase price per ball bearing is 100 per unit. This is your purchase price or unit price. As you can see that 100 per unit. So it's a unit price. So you will put unit price as 100 and then you will multiply it with the percentage given. Percentage was 8%. So here just put it down 8%. 8%, after which you will be able to calculate it. Simple as this, you will take 100 and then multiply it with 8 divided with 100. Please note it down. 8% was given in the question as carrying cost percentage, and you were required and you were instructed to take unit cost. Unit cost given in the question was 100 rupees, and when you have taken 100 multiply by 8%, you will be getting your carrying cost. So kindly keep it in mind, it is your carrying cost, CC. So first factor we have calculated, which is important for our formula. Let's mark it because we would need it later on. Okay, so go back to the question, and what next is given. This was already, we have seen ordering cost is 50 per order. Cost of place an order or ordering cost we have mentioned, and what you will do, what is given over here, 50. So you will put 50 over here. Second matter has been diagnosed or we have seen it, so we are marking it so that we can put it in our formula. So three elements are recognized from the question, after which we will see our formula, but kindly make sure that everything is present in the formula. From here, next step is to write down the formula for which we will take help from Excel, and here we have, let me see how can we take it. So this is equation, no, let me take it again. Third, and equation we need to put, and from here equation tools would be taken. Since we need to have under root. So this is the way we will take it, and let me change its size. Though we are taking time, but it's important to understand. So in this way you will write it down. I have taken enough size. The very first thing which you would write over here is 2, and it would be multiplied with r. So I am taking sign steric for multiplication, and then r. Again you will multiply it with p, bracket close, and divided by cc. Let me have it over here. Starting bracket is also important, so put bracket over here. So guys, this is your formula for calculation of economic order quantity, and we are taking over here. I think size is little more extra, but that doesn't mean. So 2 would be multiplied with r and then multiply it with p divided by carrying cost. This is formula for your economic order quantity. Economic order quantity would be calculated with the help of this formula. And as you have seen that all inputs we have already recognized, and what you will do, we will be putting amounts in this formula directly. So right now what I will do, instead of writing it again, I'm just putting this formula again over here. So we can put the amount directly. Our annual requirement, and you can see over here, annual requirement are 20,000 units. So in place of R, you will put 20,000. And next is cost of place an order. For that, go back to the question. Cost of place an order 50, and you will put 50 in place of P. And next is carrying cost, and you can see carrying cost was calculated by putting percentage upon per unit cost, and we have 8 as carrying cost. So delete it and write down 8. So guys, in this way we can complete a formula: 2 multiplied by R annual requirement, multiply by P cost of place and order, divide, and then carrying cost. And you will take under root of complete answer. You will solve internal statement present beside under root, and you will take square root of answer of this collective statement. And please note it down, I am taking it at once, and you can do the same in at your same with the help of your simple scientific calculator as well. In Excel we do write square root as SQRT. Let's say if you don't like it, if you don't want to know about Excel, simply go take your calculator and first multiply 2 with 20,000, then multiply it with 50 divided by 8. You will get the answer, and they take under root of that answer. And what I will do, I am doing the same thing, taking under root of what is present in our statement. It is 2 multiplied with 20,000 and again multiplied with 50, then bracket close, divided by 8, and final bracket. So please do understand, 2 multiplied by 20,000 multiplied by 50 and divided by 8. Same I have done, 2 multiplied by 20,000 multiplied by 50 and then divided by 8, and final answer we are taking square root of. So in this way we have got the final answer. It is taking little more time, which shouldn't be. Okay, guys, 500 is its final answer, and what we have calculated economic order quantity. Go back to the question. First requirement was most economical number of units to be ordered means economic order quantity, and your first answer is 500. Look, it's not that complicated. It's simple thing. You should have you should have the knowledge how to take under root, and perhaps in sixth or seventh class we were introduced this term under root, and I'm sure that there would not be any difficulty for calculation of under root. Just the thing is, in accounting, financial accounting, cost accounting, or management accounting, usually we do not use mathematical terms. But in this formula, economic order quantity, perhaps the first time in management accounting, we are using this under root. So let's not be reluctant and be a good learner and calculate statement with the help of your calculator. Economic order quantity has been calculated. Our first answer is finalized. EOQ we have calculated. So let's mark it as it has been completed. So finally we have economic order quantity. Why my laptop is so slow? I don't like it. Okay, so I'm just going to mark it as it has been completed. So let's go back to the question, see what is next. Number of orders to be placed in 1 year. In previous question we have already seen it. Second requirement is number of units, number of what? I forgot what was asked in the question. Number of orders to be placed. So here we are going to write number of orders to be placed. For that, again we have a formula EOQ you will take, and annual requirement would be placed over here divided by EOQ. So in this way your formula would be completed, and let me handle it first. Okay. So number of orders to be placed, for that we need to have annual requirement, and beside annual requirement we must have economic order quantity, and both would be used to calculate your number of orders to be placed. Annual requirement R was your annual requirement, and 20,000 amount we have already seen in question. It would be divided by economic order quantity, and economic order quantity 500 already calculated. Statement is completed. You can now put it on your calculator. So we have number of orders as 50, as 40. Let's take your answer. Second, you have calculated number of orders, and second answer is 40. It means our second part has also been calculated, number of orders. Okay, we will now see what next, and kindly note it down. How did we calculate the number of orders? Second answer, second part has been calculated. Annual requirement means R, and R was divided by EOQ. It's time to see our third requirement, and let's see what is that. Frequency. Third part is frequency. How often will be placed? About how often order should be placed. Something is missing over here. Please note it down. About how often order will be placed. So it is called frequency. And for this, again you have the formula, frequency of order. For this you will use how many number of days in a year. from 360 to 365 depending upon the off days, but you can use 360 and it would be divided by number of orders, and you have just calculated these number of orders. So in this way your frequency of order would be calculated, and the formula which we have written, please focus upon that: 360 divided by number of orders. So here you can put it how 360 is the fixed amount and number of orders you have calculated 40. Statement is completed. You can now put it on your calculator. So 9 is basically your answer, where it is called frequency, or how often, frequency of order, how often you will give that order. And can you please explain what does this 9 mean? What it is showing? Frequency of order means how many times you will give this order in 1 year. It is showing that in one particular year, which does have 360 days, after every 9 days, you will give that order. So these are so much interesting figures. Economic order quantity means number of unit which should be ordered, with which you can get your maximum financial satisfaction. Then number of orders, 40 orders would be given in 1 year. Why not I should write over here? This 40 is showing orders to be given in 1 year. So these are number of orders to be given in 1 year, and what you will understand is 40 orders would be given in 1 year. And what is this 9? After every 9 days, new order would be given. Okay guys, so these are the concept. Actually without concept, questions are tasteless, so it's better to understand what we have calculated. Statements are present beside it, and you are just needed to note it down. You are just needed to understand them according to requirement of our question. So here is your turn, and you can stop your video over here and repeat it for 3 to 4 times. 3 requirements. Third answer is 9, and we haven't compared it with the book answer. Third answer is 9 days, and you have 9 days, which is showing after every 9 days new order would be given. What next is in your question is proof. Economic order quantity, we have claimed that these are those number of units with which we can get maximum economy. What is the most economical number of units to order? Okay, it's time to prove it. How? So guys, all 3 answers have been checked out and we have compared them, and now finally we have another requirement in our question: proof of correctness of your answer. What was our claim? Most economical number of units to order. Economic order quantity means the number of unit with which you will get least cost combination. That means if you will give order of number of units according to economic order quantity, you will be paying least amount. Let's say our economic order quantity we have calculated is 500 number of units. As you can see, answer is also showing we have calculated economic order quantity 500. So claim is what? If you will give order of number of unit less than 500, suppose you are going to give order of 250 number of units, even then the cost of 500 would be less than that of cost of 250. Is not strange? You won't be accepting you won't be able to accept this fact. I'm repeating it again. When you will choose to give order of 500 number of unit, that would be most economical, least cost you will have to pay. And for example which I have put is, instead of 500, when you will give order of just 250 number of units, even then the cost of 250 number of units would be higher than that of cost of 500. So that is what we are going to prove it. After third, we are at part 4, and what it is, proof of most economical number of units. And here what you will do, first part of the question would be to see how many number of units you have, then you will see number of orders you will put, after which you will see ordering cost, then you will see your carrying cost, finally you will see your total cost. Okay, every element present over here would have its own formula, and we will understand how to make it. Very first is number of orders to be placed, and this formula was already discussed within this question. We have calculated number of orders, and that is 365 would be divided by 360, no, it's frequency, number of orders, I'm deleting it. Excel actually auto collects and we don't need it. We were actually calculating number of orders. For that, annual requirement is needed, and that would be divided by economic order quantity. Number of orders would be calculated by taking annual requirement, and it would be divided by economic order quantity. So in this way, first calculation would be completed, and then you will see your ordering cost. For that, orders would be multiplied by small p, that means cost of place one order, and then third column would be used to calculate your carrying cost, for which you need to have units. It would be multiplied carrying cost, and then it would be multiplied by 1 divided by 2. What is this 1 by 2? It's just the fixed amount, fixed factor of carrying cost to calculate the average cost. Basically, it is used for you. For the time being, just understand is the fixed part of the formula. And to prove it, you will be calculating everything present over here according to our formulas. Okay guys, so it has been completed. Now our claim has going to be started, and we are going to put over here cost which you will calculate for economic order quantity would be least cost. This is our claim. And what does that mean? Either for economic order quantity we have already calculated, that is 500, and our claim is if you will give order of number of unit less than 500, just suppose it 250, these are supposed amounts, or you will give order of number of unit more than 500, that means 750, just it's a supposed amount. In both cases, cost of 500 would be least cost, and as the claim is suggesting, it is not acceptable without you can see that if you will give order of number of units 250 which are less than 500, how could it be possible that cost of 500 number of units would be less than the cost of 250 number of units? So claim is here, and you will learn it that if you will follow economic order quantity units according to economic order quantity, you will be paying least amount. Cost would be less than that of any number of units. Most economical number of units to be ordered. Understand? So here first we will calculate all of these costs for 500. For that, number of orders would be calculated first. Economic order quantity, annual requirement divided by economic order quantity. Annual requirement was present in your question 20,000. So we will be dividing 20,000. See your formula, economic order quantity units are 500. So this is your first answer. 40 orders would be placed, after which you need to calculate your ordering cost for that number of orders. These are number of orders 40, we have already calculated, and then you need to multiply it with what? Cost of place an order. And we have seen in our question cost of place an order is 50. So come back over here and you will be putting 50 over here. Please note it down. Ordering cost, how can we calculate? Number of orders, which were just calculated 40, and it would be multiplied by P, cost of place one order. So we have ordering cost calculated, and now we will see our carrying cost. For that, just look at the formula, number of units. These are units 500. It would be multiplied by carrying cost. And you can see that carrying cost was calculated as our first part. Here you can see carrying cost was calculated. Hopefully you remember it. We have applied the formula over here. Unit cost multiplied by percent. Unit cost was given in the question. 8% was given in the question, and we have calculated carrying cost as 8. Here you will put multiply by 8. Carrying cost, how can we calculate? Number of unit multiply by carrying cost, which was calculated, and finally you will put 1 over 2. 1 divided by 2, when you will do it on your calculator, you will get 0.5. So we have calculated our carrying cost as well. Ordering cost was calculated. Let's now get total sum. 2000 was your ordering cost, and then 2000 was also your carrying cost. In this way your cost is 4000 rupees. And again I'm repeating the claim. Instead of sign was add. So we have 4000. So what is our claim? If you will give order of 500 number of unit, cost would be least. And now we will see how much cost on 250 units, and claim is cost of 250 would be more than that of 500 number of units cost. Again we will be calculating number of orders, annual requirement. As you can see, we have seen annual requirement was 20,000. In similar way, annual requirement 20,000 would be put over here. Economic order quantity units. For the time being you will understand, here units are 250. So your number of orders would be 80 when you will be buying 250 number of unit. Ordering cost would be calculated how? Number of orders we have calculated 80, and it would be multiplied by cost of place an order, which was 50. I have shown you. So ordering cost has been calculated 4000. Now we will calculate carrying cost. Follow this formula. Units are 250. You need to multiply it with carrying cost, which was 8, and then 1 by 2 means 0.5. Put over here. So this way your carrying cost has also been calculated. For total cost, what you will do, your ordering cost was 4000, and you will add your carrying cost, which is 1000. In this way you have got your total cost. And is not a surprise for you, you can see that by placing an order of 500 number of unit, your cost is 4000, and by placing an order of 250 number of unit, which is even less than that of 500, but your cost is higher. So this is our proof. As we have claimed, total cost, how would we calculate? Ordering cost would be added with carrying cost. Formula was not written, so I have just written it. Half of the proof has been done. Our claim was when you will calculate cost upon economic order quantity unit, your cost would be least, and we have proved it. By putting an order of 250 unit, cost is 5000, which is more than that of cost of putting order of 500 units. So next we will see cost of 750 units. Again, first number of orders would be calculated. For that, annual requirement, which was 20,000, it would be divided by economic order quantity units, and here supposed and actual economic order quantity units have been written. Supposed quantity of number of unit 750 in third place. So we have got our number of orders 26. Now we will calculate ordering cost. How? Number of order 26.66 and cost of place an order we know 26.6666 and cost of place an order 50. I have it in mind. Now you can see that for every statement you have written 50 cost of place an order, then you have seen cost of place an order 50, and then finally cost of place an order 50. So every statement you have written same cost of place an order with different number of units. Next step is to calculate carrying cost, and we will follow this formula. Number of unit in third case 750. You will multiply it with carrying cost 8 and then multiply 0.5 1 over 2, which is fixed amount. So we have 3000. Now let's calculate our total cost. So we were having ordering cost 1333.33. Then you need to add carrying cost 3000. So this way you have calculated cost upon 750 number of units. Even then the cost is higher than that of economic order quantity number of units. So we have proved it. If you will give order of number of unit according to economic order quantity, you will be paying least cost, maximum economy, maximum financial benefit. And our proof is showing that even putting order of less number of units of economic order quantity, your cost can be, or it is higher than that of cost on economic order quantity. So proof has been completed, and I am requesting you to please note it down, repeat it for 3 to 4 times, and include in your skills that whenever you will give order, you will give order according to economic order quantity units, which we have just learned. So here we are marking it that it has been completed. Proof is completed. 500 units economic order quantity with which you will get maximum level of satisfaction, least cost, maximum economy we will get through economic order quantity. All four parts are completed. First part was economic order quantity 500. Look over here, economic order quantity 500, and second part was number of orders 40. So number of orders 40 you have calculated. Then third part, how often mean frequency, and that was 9. Frequency of order 9, showing after every 9 days you will give an order. And finally fourth requirement was to prove, and as you can see that we have proved it with 500 number of unit, cost would be less than that of any other number of unit, less or more. All four parts are completed. We have reviewed it. It has been completed. Though every answer has been matched, whole question has been reviewed, all answers were matched. But even then, if you have any difficulty, if you have any problem, You are very open to ask your questions, your queries through messages, text, or you can directly contact. I will surely be available to answer all of your queries instantly. For the time being, 8.23 has been ended. We surely be meeting for solution of any other question in future. Up till then, please take care of yourself, and I am requesting you to please pray for me as well. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.